Let's cross over now to attorney Joseph Haynes Davis, who joins us now live from Orlando in Florida. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Now, before we get into detail on how, if confirmed, Barrett will change the way things operate in the Supreme Court and other wider circles, walk us through what happens next in the Senate.
Well, it's from the Judiciary Committee, from the full Senate. That's how it works. It begins, obviously, with today's nomination, and then it goes to the Senate Judiciary Committee. That is the vetting process for all judicial nominees. That committee currently is made up of 12 Republicans and 10 Democrats. They check the credentials of the nominee and vets and checks the background. Then you have the first hearing, and then you have the committee vote. During the first hearing, the committee questions a nominee's qualifications. And that's very important because it's part of the transparency process for letting the public and the rest of the world know about this nominee. The nominee responds, and the nominee can also withdraw at that juncture, but that isn't likely. Again, then you have the committee vote, then you have the debate on the Senate floor, and then the final vote. The final vote can be just a simple 51% majority, and then that candidate, I should say, that nominee is, basically wins.
Right. Now, Mr. Davis, Democrats are against this whole process taking place, and the chances of Barrett passing through Senate is very high. In what ways can Barrett filling Ginsburg's position affect the way the court operates and the upcoming election?
Well, it all depends on what comes before the honorable court. Politics, people make political arguments. People will make political predictions and say Judge Coney Barrett is evil and so forth. You have that type of thing with the political jockeying. You just don't know. I would submit to you that some years back, in fact, President Eisenhower nominated Justice Brennan. Eisenhower was a Republican. Brennan was a Republican. He, at the time, was an alleged conservative. He turned out to be one of the more liberal justices on the Supreme Court. In this instance, however, it's pretty clear that Judge Barrett is a conservative, and she is going to apply the law as written. And she basically told you that with her comments today in the Rose Garden.
Do you think if the tables were turned, Democrats would opt for the same choice as Trump has by nominating a judge before the election?
I believe so. And let me also add this. Senator Mitt Romney said this past week, that there is no entitlement to a liberal court. In other words, there have been instances when the Supreme Court of the United States has leaned liberal for several years. One could argue that beginning in 1965, with the appointment of the late Justice Thurgood Marshall, along with Justice Brennan, were the most liberal judges, and they helped to move forward important civil rights measures and so forth that benefited people that look like myself. On the other hand, the way our system works in the United States, there is no guarantee and there is no entitlement to any conservative leading court or any liberal leading court. It is based on the time that we have in front of us and the procedure ahead of us. Donald J. Trump is the president. He made the selection, and there is a majority Republican Senate which looks like it will. This nominee will be confirmed.
All right, Attorney Joseph Haynes Davis, thank you so much for joining us on the program today and sharing that insight with us.